Pokemon lovers, what is up with you today? I don't know. It's really warm here and my brain is just, my brain is not working. So let's go. Last week we ended with number 234, Stantler. I only remember because it was 234. So that's why I said it like that. We ended with Stantler, and today we are starting with Smeargle. Smeargle! You know, the painty Frenchman Pokemon. You know? That guy. So Smeargle is kind of like a monkey type Pokemon or something. I don't actually know what it's supposed to be. It has a beret, it's French looking, its tail is a paintbrush, and it can differ in any color, the tail, not him, not the thing itself. It's like a mixture of a dog, a monkey, and my art guy Fufu, because of the beret in French, you know, French. Smeargle also always has this footprint on its back, which is the same color as its tail, and its tail, as I said, can differ in color. Sometimes they're green or red or pink or purple or gold. I don't know what colors they are, but they are often a different color. So here's a fun Pokédex entry. Also not that fun, but it's kind of weird. Pokemon Silver says, once it becomes an adult, it has a tendency to let its comrades plant footprints on its back. Why would you do that? Why would you let someone like put a footprint on your back? That's weird. Why? So apparently Smeargle is based on a painter and a beagle. I don't really see the beagle, maybe because of the ears, but it looks like a monkey to me. So Smeargle's name then comes from smear, as in smearing something on something, and beagle. Again, it's not really a beagle. I don't know where they got that from. Does not look like a beagle to me. Do beagles paint with their tails? No, they do not. Do monkeys do that? Possibly. So I'm gonna go with Smeargle is a monkey and don't try to tell me otherwise. Thank you. The French name for Smeargle is Calorior, which comes from and colorier. So there's that. 4 out of 5 because I think it's kind of cute and weird and also not a beagle. It's not a beagle. Next up, it's time for some baby Pokemon and one not baby Pokemon. It's Tyrogue. Tyrogue is the baby Pokemon that comes before Hitmonlee and Hitmonchan and another dude, but I will cover that dude in a minute. Tyrogue's name may come from Mike Tyson, but we don't know that for sure. Tyrogue is a baby Pokemon, and apart from the fact that it looks like it's wearing a diaper, it does not really look like a baby to me. It just looks like a toddler or something. So Tyrogue has this endless energy and fighting power, and it will challenge anything on its path to train to become the ultimate fighting master, but then it has to remember that it's gonna fucking evolve into something anyway. So Tyrogue is a very determined Pokemon. It will not quit even if it loses a million times. I really hit my own leg very hard. Tyrogue is not my favorite fighting type. I don't know, it just looks a bit weird to me. I don't know why, it just does. I'm just not a big fan. I'm sorry. Pokemon Emerald says, Tyrogue becomes stressed out if they do not get to train every day. When raising this Pokemon, the trainer must establish a regular training schedule. Now I know why I don't really like it that much, because fuck that. Hell to the no. I ain't doing that for anything. No. You can train elsewhere. Tyrogue is the only Pokemon next to Eevee that can evolve into more than 2 different evolutions, and it's also the only baby Pokemon that has a branched evolution, which is, you know, nice. It's nice. Also, another funny thing is Hitmonlee and Hitmontop were never actually related to each other until Tyrogue came along and linked them together, even though everyone always knew they were like counterparts. Were they brothers? Were they fighting buddies? No one knew, but now you know. They are the evolved version of Tyrogue. 3 out of 5. Next up is Hitmontop, which is the 3rd possible evolution for Tyrogue. The funny thing about this evolution line is Hitmonlee is the kicky guy, Hitmonchan is the punchy guy, and Hitmontop is the balancy guy. Hitmontop is pretty much like a top. It spins on its head and keeps balance that way. It moves faster when it's actually spinning on its head, which I think is an achievement on its own, honestly. So Hitmontop has this little spiky thing on top of its head, and with that it can actually drill into the ground if it spins fast enough. Hit my leg again really hard, fuck. Pokemon Gold says, if you become enchanted by its smooth, elegant, dance-like kicks, you may get drilled hard. What? A weird thing about Hitmontop is that he's the only guy in the entire evolution line whose name isn't based on some type of fighter. It is based loosely, or not loosely, heavily on the capoeira. Capoeira, is that how you say that? I'm not a fighting type of girl. That's what it's kind of based on, but it has nothing, like, it has no name thing that has to do with any fighter guy, which I think is lame. It's lame! Stick to your ideas, Pokemon, come on. I know it's hard to think of things sometimes, but you could have thought of something. Like, Muhammad Ali or something. I don't fucking know. Hitmontop for me gets a 4 out of 5. Next up is Smoochum. Now Smoochum is Jinx's pre-evolution, and it's like a tiny little baby Jinx with a little broom thing on its head. Its hair looks really weird. It looks like one of those like straw roofs you see on houses. Like that's what it looks like. It's strange. Smoochum is a kissy Pokemon. It likes to kiss things. That's why it's called a Smoochum. Smoochum, you know, you feel me? So, fun things about Smoochum. Smoochum has a quite big head which rocks back and forth as it walks, and Smoochum really loves its own face, so it will check its reflection anytime it can in a mirror or a window. What the fuck? It's only a child. It should not be obsessed with its own looks like that. It shouldn't ever be like that, but as a child? Come on, Jinx. Come on. Teach your children how to love themselves without looking at themselves. I don't know. Pokemon Gold says its lips are the most sensitive parts on its body. It always uses its lips to first examine things. Oh, what is this? Oh, oh yeah, it feels like a potato. Just look at it. It has eyes. It has eyes. Is it blind? No. Also, I remember talking about another Pokemon that examined things with its lips, but I don't remember what Pokemon it is. Does anyone remember? Like, I can't remember. Or something with like really sensitive skin. Was it Igglybuff? I don't know. The German name for Smoochum is Kusila, which comes from Kuss, which means kiss, and Lila, which means lilac. Kiss lilac. 5 out of 5, it's pretty cute. Even though it has a really weird haircut. Get that fixed. Next up is number 239, Elekid. Now I like Elekid. You know I like Electabuzz. Elekid is cute as fuck. Have you seen its ears or horns or whatever they are? They are like American plugs or Japanese plugs. Not European plugs though, they look different. But you know, maybe it can stick its head inside a plug, but that would also mean it's like this big. That's probably not it, is it? Elekid is cute, I think, at least. It always has this current between its little horn electric thingies, and if you put your hand in between them by accident, you might get shocked. So by rotating its arms, it generates electricity. Electabuzz also rotates its arms, by the way, but I don't think that's to generate electricity. I think that's to just hurt other Pokemon. But Elekid does it to generate electricity, but it gets tired really easily and it doesn't really store that much energy inside its body, so it's a little bit pointless. But it probably looks really adorable. I can see it in my head, it's cute. Elekid for me is a 5 out of 5 because I like baby Pokemon, apart from Tyrogue, he's dumb. Next up is Magby, the pre-evolution of Magmar. Now, as we all know, Magmar's Japanese name is Boober. Now, Magby's Japanese name is Booby. It's Booby. I love it. Oh, it's so great. So Magby can breathe 1100 Fahrenheit or 600 Celsius degrees flames out of its mouth, which is scary. Don't try to kiss it. It will burn the inside of your mouth. also don't try to kiss your animals in general. It's really weird. Don't do that. Pokemon Gold says, each and every time it inhales and exhales, hot embers dribble out of its mouth and nostrils. Ew. It really is like a baby. They always have embers falling out of their nostrils. So a booby is a type of seagull, and Magby is apparently derived from either that or a duck. That's why it's called booby, but can we just agree that the things on its head kind of look like boobies, and that's why it's called booby? Yes, let's agree on that. There's not much else to tell about booby. Booby for me is a 5 out of 5. Because booby. Next up is Miltank. Now I have some traumatic experiences with Miltank. As I mentioned in a previous video, fucking Whitney and her fucking Miltank wrecked me all over and fucking over. I don't like them. They hurt me. But that being said, Miltank is pretty much a bit of a badass. It can produce milk that heals people. It can roll out all over you and fuck you up real good. And it's pretty much a cow. People originally thought that Miltank was like the counterpart of Tauros, which I don't see because Miltank and Tauros are like fucking... Tauros walks on 4 legs and Miltank is bipedal and they don't look anything alike. I don't know where people got this idea, but you know, just let them think it's fine, whatever. Some people just don't know how biology works. Then again, they are both cow-like. So a weird thing about Miltank is people of course drink its milk to gain health and to become better, but it says in the Pokédex, Miltank gives over 5 gallons of milk on a daily basis. Its sweet milk is enjoyed by children and grown-ups alike. People who can drink milk turn it into yogurt and eat it instead. If you can drink milk, that means you're probably lactose intolerant, or how can you not drink something? If you're lactose intolerant, why would you be able to eat yogurt? I don't understand this. Can someone please explain? I don't get it. It's really fucking weird. So shiny Miltank is this dank blue color that I think is really cool. I wish it was blue in the first place because I love the Pokemon that go from pink to blue in their shiny form. Fucking great, love it. So Miltank's name obviously comes from milk and tank as in a storage for liquids, but tank may also come from the fact that it has tank-like abilities and it is just a fucking, it's a fucking tank. That boy is a tank and you better watch out for Miltank. That's a lot of tank. So the French name for Miltank is écrémeux. Écrémeux. Which comes from écrème, which means, I think it means skim milk, actually. Écrème. Is that skimmed milk? Sorry, I'm so warm. And meuh, which is the sound cows make. I mean, it's great. That's really great. 4 out of 5. I only took off 1 Pokeball because of the miserable childhood I had thanks to Miltank. Bitch. And the last one for today is Blissey, which is the evolved form of Chansey. Now, Blissey lays eggs that bring happiness into the world, just like Chansey does, and it's just really cute. So Blissey has really fluffy fur, and it can use that fur to sense sadness. And when it senses sadness, it will rush over to the sad person to give it one of its eggs and make it happy again. And that's just really, really cute. Pokemon Gold says, anyone who takes even 1 bite of Blissey's egg becomes unfailingly caring and pleasant to everyone. So, what we're gonna do? We're going to end war by giving everyone a Blissey egg. I solved it. I solved the problem. You're welcome. Blissey comes from a nurse. It's based on a nurse. It also kind of looks like Nurse Joy if you look at its color and its weird haircut. And French fact, the French name for Blissey is l'euphorie, which comes from l'œuf, which means eggs, and euphorie, which means happiness, kind of, euphoria. But it's just like this awesome play on words, l'euphorie, l'euphorie, the euphoria. How cool is that? I love plays on words. They're great. I think they're great. 5 out of 5. That was it for today's episode. I am really warm and my neck is sweaty and my palms are sweaty and mom's spaghetti. I hope this heat will be over soon because I cannot really function that well. But I hope you enjoyed this episode and I will be back next week, my boys. I love you. check out my previous episode here. I always forget to put like a little link there. I don't know if you've noticed, but I always forget, and I will probably forget now too. But you know, it's my video, it's right there, or somewhere in the bar down there, or just click to my profile and like look at it, it's fine. What is that? Bye!